worship only. That is very important. But most important aspect of any festival is that meditation, to remember the Lord and how we can bring Krishna into our consciousness. So Janmashtami is the appearance day of Lord Sri Krishna. So on this occasion we should meditate on that, how we can bring Krishna into our heart, into our consciousness. So we should not just keep it limited to doing some rituals and getting busy with so many things. That is very important. But even more important is our consciousness, that how we can prepare our consciousness. So Bhagavatam gives us the clue how to bring Krishna into our consciousness, into our heart. So there's a beautiful verse in the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam which says, Shanvata Shraddhaya Nityam Granatascha Swachestitam Kalena Nati Dhirgena Bhagavan Vishate Hridi. So this verse explains, Shanvata Shraddhaya Nityam. If we hear about Krishna with Shraddha, and not only on the festival time, but Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, but it should be with Shraddha, with faith, then Kalena na ati dirgena. Na ati dirgena. It doesn't take long. Just by hearing with faith and constantly hearing Krishna Gatha, Bhagavan Vishate Hridi. Krishna, the Supreme Lord, manifest in their hearts within a short time. So this is the process given. Srila Prabhupada has given us this process. So much Prabhupada has written all these books. So we are eternally indebted, grateful to Srila Prabhupada that we had the opportunity to read something, to hear something. And this is the process. If we faithfully, Shraddhaya Nityam, we hear, then Bhagavan Vishate Hridi. So Srila Rupa Goswami explains the 64 qualities of Krishna. And it is mentioned that out of that 64 qualities, there are 4 special qualities which is only found in Krishna. Even the Vishnu Tattva has the 60 qualities, but the 4 extra qualities are special qualities which are found only in Krishna. What are those 4 qualities? What is 4 special qualities of Krishna? What Madhuri? Okay, so there are 4 qualities called Rupa Madhuri. Krishna's beauty is very, very special. Nobody has the beauty like Krishna. So that is called Rupa Madhuri. Second is called Leela Madhuri. Of course, other forms of the Lord also perform the pastime, but Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's Leela, they are extremely sweet and enchanting pastimes. Especially his childhood pastimes are very, very sweet and enchanting. So Rupa Madhuri, Leela Madhuri. Third one is Venu Madhuri. Krishna is very special because he plays the flute, and its sound of his flute is also very, very enchanting. Nobody else plays the flute. So this is Venu Madhuri. So Rup Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Venu Madhuri. And then the fourth one is Prema Madhuri. That Krishna's loving exchange with his devotees, especially the conjugal love. Right? So these are the 4 unique qualities of Krishna that makes Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Param Purushottam Bhagavan. All other rest of the 60 qualities are found even in the Vishnu Tattva also. Okay, so we'll spend some time to understand these aspects. So it requires everybody's attention. I'll be reading some verses and we'll just read the translation. It will just reading and hearing. Nothing much explanation. We'll discuss that. So let us talk about Krishna's Rupa Madhuri. Krishna's beauty has been explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So what is Krishna's beauty? What are the features of Krishna's beauty? So it is said in the 4th chapter. I'll just selectively read some of those verses. So Snigdha Pravradha Ghanashyamam Sarva Saundarya Sangraham. So Krishna's beauty has been explained as Sarva Saundarya Sangraham. And it resembles with what? Snigdha Pravradha Ghanashyamam. The Lord's beauty resembles a dark cloud during the rainy season. As the rainfall glistens, his bodily features also glistens, and is the sum total of all beauty. Sarv Saundarya Sangraham. So this is Krishna's beauty. Also there is this famous verse. The last line of that verse is Padam Padam Bhushan Bhushanangam, meaning that when Krishna is decorated with some ornaments, like we put some jewelry, some earrings and all that, and sometime one may say, oh, now Krishna is looking beautiful, but it is actually other way around. It is not that ornaments makes Krishna beautiful, but if they are put on Krishna, then they becomes it enhance the beauty of all those ornaments. So that is Krishna's beauty. Param Padam Bhushan Bhushanangam. So all the Bhushan, Abhushan, when it is put on Krishna, then they becomes even more beautiful. That is what is Krishna's beauty. So there is another verse in the 10th canto where the Krishna's six aspects of Krishna's beauty has been explained. I'll just read this verse and then we'll talk about what of those 6 items has been explained about Krishna's beauty. So hear it attentively. I'll just read the verse first. Gopyastapa kim macharan yad amushya rupam lavanya saram asamordhvam ananya siddham dragbhi pibanti anusabhabhimam durapam ekant dhama yashasha shriyashwarasya. So this is Krishna's beauty explained here in the 10th canto, which has the 6 aspects. What are the 6 aspects? And it is coming in context with the gopis, because they have the access to Krishna's beauty. So here it is said, what austerity must the gopis have performed that they have this beauty to see? And what is so special about the beauty? So yad amushya rupam, number 1 aspect is lavanya saram. Krishna's beauty is lavanya saram, meaning is the essence of loveliness. It's very lovely, very beautiful, right? And then second, asamordhvam. This beauty cannot be equaled or surpassed. Nobody has that beauty like that. Krishna only has that beauty. So Krishna's beauty is lavanya saram, the essence of loveliness. It is asamordhvam, not to be equaled or surpassed. Ananya siddham. What is this ananya siddham? It is intrinsic. It is not like Krishna is made beautiful by some makeup, some jewelry, some nice dress. Oh, now you're looking beautiful. It is ananya siddham, means it is not perfected by any other ornament. It's self-perfect. It's a natural intrinsic beauty that Krishna has. So lavanya saram, asama urdhvam, ananya siddham. Okay. At the end I'll ask all those. We'll do a short quiz at the end. So please pay attention. 4th one is drigbhi pivanti. Now this beauty, these gopis are drinking by drigbhi, by their eyes. They're drinking this beauty by their eyes. And then this is also durapam. Durapam means it is extremely rare. What is rare here has been explained that not everybody can have the access to Krishna's beauty like that. A lot of people saw Krishna, but they're not like attracted. So there is a qualification. It is durapam. Only the devotees can see Krishna's beauty. Right? So it is extremely rare to access and relish. So those gopis had that access and they were relishing Krishna's beauty. So durapam. And the last line says, Ekant dhama yashasha Sri Ashwarasya. Means Krishna's beauty is the abode of all the Aishwarya. So we talk about 6 Aishwaryas of Krishna. Aishwarya is samagrasya, viryasya, yashashriya, jnana, vairagya, sheva, sannambhaga, tingana. So everything is there in Krishna's beauty. All the opulence is there. So this is what is Krishna's beauty is. So this is from the 10th canto, 44th verse. But Prabhupada quoted this verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So this translation is from the Chaitanya Charitamrita taken. And also Krishna's beauty is been compared to the lotus. Everything of Krishna has been compared with the lotus. Namo Pankaja Nabhaya, Namo Pankaja Angraya, Namo Pankaja Netraya. Sorry, Namo Pankaja Nabhaya, Aline, Namo Pankaja Netraya, Namo Pankaja Angraya. So everything is lotus. So the gopis are also actually singing in the Gopi Geet this beautiful verse where again Krishna's beauty is compared to the this lotus. Saradudashaye sadhujat sat Sarasidodhara Shri Mushadrisha Suratnad The Ashulk Dashika Varadanignato Nehakim Vada. So here it is said, O Lord of love, in beauty your glance excels the wall of the finest, most perfected formed lotus within the autumn pond. O bestower of benedictions, you are killing the maidservants who have given themselves to you freely without any price. So Krishna's beauty is been explained. Sarad udashaye sadhu jadasat. So like in the Sharad season, when the lotus blooms, it looks even more beautiful. So that is what is Krishna's beauty. So Prabhupada writes, not Prabhupada writes, but this is written here. In the autumn season, the wall of the lotus has a special beauty, but that unique loveliness is surpassed by the beauty of Krishna's glance. So this is Krishna's beauty. In the Bhagavatam, we hear this pastime that how Rukmani Devi, she was fascinated by Krishna's beauty. How she was fascinated? She never saw Krishna actually. She just heard about Krishna's beauty from the different saintly people. They used to come and talk about Krishna. And she got so fascinated by Krishna's beauty that she decided that I accepted Krishna as my husband. And then she wrote a love letter. That Krishna, please come and kidnap me. I have already given my heart to you. So just by hearing Krishna's beauty, she just gave her life to Krishna. So Rukmani is writing here, Sri Rukmani Vaja. Shrutva gunan bhuvana sundara shanvatam te Nirvish karna vivarer haritong tapam Rupam drasham drashimatam Akhilarth labham Toy achyuta vishati chittam apatrapam me. So what Rukmani is writing in the love letter, she is saying, Shrutva gunan, by hearing about you, your beauty, your qualities, oh Bhuvana Sundar. How she is addressing him? Bhuvana Sundar. Bhuvana Sundar means the beauty of the worlds. Nobody is more beautiful. Just having heard your qualities, which is Shanvatam Te, which enters the ear. And then what happens? If somebody hears about Krishna's beauty, Krishna's pastimes, and like that, Nirvish Karna Vivrer Haratong Tapam. Just by hearing about Krishna, Haratong Tapam. What it does, first of all, it removes the bodily distress. So people they do so many things nowadays. But what they are not figured out, that this all distress buster is Krishna Katha. You just hear attentively, and here it is said, Hartong Tapam. First of all, it removes the bodily distress. And also, Rupam Drasham Drashimatam Akhilartha Labham. Having also heard of your beauty, which fulfills all the visual desires of those who see, I have fixed my shameless mind upon you, O Krishna. So here also Krishna's beauty has been explained as Bhuvana Sundar. He is the beauty of all the words, like that. So there's many more verses like that. One famous verse, which is, it's a famous song actually, beautiful song. Many of us might have heard, but some of us might know that what is that song is called. Let me sing that song a little bit and see that anybody knows that what song it is. It describes Krishna's beauty. It's a long this thing, but I'll just read one or two. So it goes like this. Sucharu vaktra mandalam sukarna ratna kundalam sucharu chat chandanam namami nandanandanam Sucharu tanga chandanam namami nandanandanam Sudhirga netra pankajam shikhi shikanda murdajam Ananga koti mohanam namami nandanandanam. Have you heard this song? Some of you might have heard. Anybody knows what song it is? Vadastakam? It is not. Yeah, most of you might not know. This is called Nandanandanastakam. Nandanandan. Namami Nandanandanam. Right? So this also explains. So Charu Vaktra Mandalam. So this Krishna's face is extremely delightful. So Karna Ratna Kundalam. And his beautiful ears have jeweled earrings. So Charu Chitanga Chandanam. That Krishna's body, entire body is anointed with Chandanam, fragrant Chandan. Namami Nandanandanam. So I offer my obeisances to that Nandanandan Sri Krishna. So Dirga Netra Pankajam, Sikhi Shikhanda Murdajam. So it says, Sudhirg Netra Pankajam. Netra Pankajam means his lotus eyes, they're not ordinary, they're Sudhirg. Like they're very wide. The eyes are very big. Krishna's eyes are. First of all, they're lotus eyes and they're also dirg, like very wide eyes, very beautiful eyes. So whose eyes are more beautiful than the fully bloomed lotus. Shikhi Shikhanda Murdajam, whose head is beautifully adorned with an arrangement of peacock feather. Ananga Koti Mohanam. And this beauty is Ananga Koti Mohanam. It enchants even the millions of Cupid. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Jovam. So that is what is Krishna's beauty is. Even the Kamdev, who is supposed to be the most beautiful person in the creation, he gets enchanted. When you go to Vrindavan, in that Vrindavan Parikrama, this I think it is before Kaliya Ghat. Yeah, before Kaliya Ghat this place comes. It is called close to Vara Ghat. This is called Madan Ter. So the past time happened was this Kamdev was like wondering, who is this child in Vrindavan? This Krishna is roaming. Everybody is so enchanted. So he could not understand who is Krishna. So he thought, like, why everybody is so attracted? Let me go there and let me enchant this child. The child, by looking at my beauty, everybody will forget his beauty. So with that intention, he came in front of Krishna to that particular place, which is known as now Madan Ter. So he wanted to exhibit his beauty, and he came in front of Krishna. Krishna was roaming like a small child in Vrindavan. And then when this Kamdev comes in front of him to enchant Krishna, but he happens to look at the beauty of Krishna, and he couldn't handle that beauty. What happened? It was so beautiful that he couldn't handle, he got fainted there. Now we have never heard, or we can't even imagine what kind of beauty it is, like somebody gets fainted by looking at the beauty. Like too overwhelming. He got fainted there by seeing the Krishna's beauty. So this is Ananga Koti Mohanam. Krishna attracts even. And this Cupid also. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya. So like that. So this is Krishna's beauty. So this is Rupa Madhuri. Sometimes there is a description in the scriptures that sometimes Krishna happens to see his own beauty, some reflection. And Krishna wonders that who is this person so beautiful? And by looking at that beauty, he wonders, and then, because of that wonder, his beauty enhances more. And like that, it just keep increasing constantly. That is Krishna's beauty. So this is Krishna's Rupa Madhuri. Then Krishna's Leela Madhuri. Krishna is very, very expert in performing the pastimes, and then some features of his pastime. I'll read these words and then we see that what are the features of Krishna's pastimes. So this is Shri Raja Vacha Yena Avatarena Bhagwan Haririshwaraha Karoti Karna Ramyani Manogyani Chana Na Prabho Yashanvadopayati Arathir Vishna Sattvam Cha Sudyati Achirena Pamsa Bhaktir Harau Tat Purushe Zakyam Tad Evharam Vadmanya Shechet. So this is Krishna's Leela. Bhagwan Harir Ishwaraha, the Supreme Lord, Bhagwan, when somebody hears his pastime, the different features of his pastimes. Number one, Karoti Karna Ramyani. His pastimes are Karna Ramyani. They're like very, very pleasing to hear, very pleasing to ears. Karna Ramyani. Manogyani. Manogyani means it is also very pleasing to the mind, not only to the ear. Right. And then Yash Shanvato Paiti Aratir. If somebody hears Krishna's pastime, then Arati. Arati means if somebody is not interested. Just by hearing Krishna's pastime, he will develop that attraction, that taste, that interest in Krishna's pastimes. And then with Krishna, he will develop the desire to hear more and more. So like that. So I'll just read this. King Parikshit said, My Lord Shukdev Goswami, all the various activities exhibited by the incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are certainly pleasing to the ears and to the mind. Simply by one's hearing of these activities, the dirty things in one's mind immediately vanish. Generally, we are reluctant to hear about the activities of the Lord. But Krishna's childhood activities are so attractive that they are automatically pleasing to the mind and ear. Thus, one's attachment for hearing about material things, which is the root cause of material existence, vanishes. And one gradually develops devotional service to the Supreme Lord, attachment for Him, and friendship with devotees who give us the contribution of Krishna consciousness. If you think it fit, kindly speak about those activities of the Lord. So this Parikshit Maharaj is speaking this verse. So just by hearing, so many things can happen. Karnaramyani, Manogyani, Apati, Aratir, Vishna. We become free from all this desires for material things. And then we develop the taste for hearing about Krishna. Bhaktir harau tat purushechak sakyam. It also builds the bond, sakyam. Right? What is that famous verse in the Bhagavad Gita? 10.9. Anybody remembers? Machitta madgata prana bodhayantasya parasparam katyantasya mam nityam tushyanti ramanti ja. So when we do this bodhayantasya parasparam, then what happens? Purushecha sakyam. There's a friendship builds among the devotees. Otherwise what happens? We all live in the same community. If that Krishna Katha won't happen, then there will be a lot of clashes, conflicts, unnecessary things. So only thing is that in the association of devotees, we should talk, discuss, hear, read Krishna's pastimes. So it builds the bond like that. And that is the reason that Krishna came to perform these pastimes. Kalau janishyamananam dukha shoka tamonudam anugrahaya bhaktanam supunyam vyatno diyashaha. Why Krishna performs the pastimes? That anugrahaya bhaktanam, to show the causeless mercy to the devotees who takes birth in this, who takes birth in the future age of Kali. Kalau janishyamananam. So Krishna thought now Kali Yuga is coming. And then a lot of people, they will take birth. So what will be the way for them? Dukkha shoka tamonudam. Sorry. How they'll become free from this dukkha, shoka, tamo? What is the way? There's no way actually in Kali Yuga to become free from all this. So that is why he took compassion, anugrahaya bhaktanam, and then supanyam vyate diyashaha. Krishna came and performed all those pastimes. So when anybody hears and discuss all these pastimes, dukkha shoka tamonudam will happen. Great. So Krishna's pastimes are like very another verse which explains Krishna's pastimes. There are three features. Tava vikriditam Krishna. Krishna, your krida, your pastimes. Nidam paramamangalam. It is first of all paramamangalam. For Nidam. For all the people. And then karna piyusham asadhya. It is like the intoxicating beverage for the ears. Tejanti annaspraham janaha. And tasting such pastimes, people forget their desires for other things. So what are the three features? Paramamangalam, supremely auspicious. Karna piyusham, it's like the real beverage for the ears. And also tejanti annaspraham. Annaspraham means any other desire tyajanti, they will give up. They start hearing this, like that. So Krishna performed many pastimes. Especially Krishna's pastime has been divided into three. His Kamara Leela, Poganda Leela and Kaishora Leela. After that, Yavan. So the Kamar Leela in general has been explained. A child from 0 to 5 is Kamar, 5 to 10 is Poganda, and then 10 to 16 is Kashor, and after that is Yavan, youth. Right? But Krishna's case is a little different. Krishna was growing much faster, like bodily, like physically, and intellectually, his maturity. So his Kamar Leela has been explained by the Acharyas. From birth to 3.4 years, 3 years, 4 months, not 0 to 5. It is 0 to 3.4 years. So these are all Kamara Leela. And all these Leelas are relished by all these Vasalya devotees like Nanda Maharaj and Yashodamai and then elderly gopis. Then Poganda Leela. Poganda Leela is from 3.4 to 6.8. So 3 years, 4 months to 6 years, 8 months. Actually, it should be 5 to 10 in an ordinary child's case, but Krishna's case is different. So this is Poganda Leela. So this Poganda Leela is relished by Krishna's like Sakha friends. They're playing and having fun and like that. And after that, Kashora Leela. So Kashora Leela is from 6 years, 8 months to 10 years. And this Kashora Leela is like in the Madhurya Bhav, relished by the young gopis of Vrindavan. So like that, there are different pastimes of Krishna, and we already discussed that. How these pastimes are like Paramamangalam, Karnapiyusham, and all other desires will go. Aratris Vitishna, the taste will develop, and like that. These are the features of Krishna Leela. Many pastimes, Kaliya Leela, Kaliya Daman, Govardhan pastimes. So Krishna was like enchanting all the devotees all the time. In the Govardhan Leela, what happens when he lifted the Govardhan hill? There's thousands and thousands of devotees, Brajavasis. So Krishna is standing in the center lifting the Govardhan hill. But all the thousands of devotees, they are feeling that Krishna is looking at me. That was his personal reciprocation. 7 days and night constantly. You are with Krishna and feeling like Krishna is looking at me constantly for 7 days and 7 nights, like that. So by doing that, Krishna is enchanting all the devotees, all the Brajvasis. And for 7 days and 7 nights, nobody felt any thirst and any hunger. So these are all extraordinary pastimes of Krishna, like that. So this Govardhan pastime happens. And then epitome of all the Vasalya pastime is which Leela? Famous. Damodar Leela is the epitome of Vasalya. So much Vasalya that Krishna is enchanting Yashodamai. Right, that is why we sing that Damodarastakam. Namo Ananta Leelaya Devaya Tubhyam. So unlimited pastimes. Ananta Leelaya. Just not just one Leela, but Ananta Leela. And then the epitome of Madhurya Bhav is Rasa Leela that Krishna performed. So like that, this is all Leela Madhuri. Krishna performed many pastimes. So Rupa Madhuri, Leela Madhuri. Third one is Venu Madhuri. So Krishna's one chapter is there in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is known as Venu Geet. The gopis are actually talking about Krishna's flute. So much glory is about Krishna's sound of Krishna's flute, Venu Geet. Right? And then this verse also explains Varaha Pidam Natvaravapu Karnayor Karnikaram Vibradvasha Kanakakapisham Vajantim Chamalam Randhran Venur Adhar Sudayor Apuryan Gopa Vrindar Vrindaranyam Supadaramanam Pravishat Gita Kirti. So how Krishna was doing? Randhran Venur Adhar Sudayor. The Venu Randhra, the holes of the flute, they're filled with Adhar Sudayor, from the nectar from his lips. Right? And he is playing this flute which is producing very sweet enchanting sound. And Krishna was such an expert in playing flute that when Krishna is walking in the forest, so you see in the forest there is a lot of sounds like trees, sometimes they're making sound, wind is blowing, or some water falls are there, they're making sound. So Krishna will match his flute sounds with the nature, the sound of the nature, like that. Sometimes these birds are chirping, or some animals are like making some sound. Krishna will match, playing his flute, kind of respond to birds chirping like that, and then they also feel like, oh, Krishna is responding to us. So everybody is just got enchanted by Krishna's flute, like that, right? So Krishna is playing flute this, and it is said that one of the verse, that decoration of ears, like people put the earrings to decorate the ears. But one of the verse explain the real decoration of the ears is that the flute of Krishna's sound. If you hold that Krishna's flute, now in our context, what is that Krishna's flute? Everything is Krishna's flute only, right? Bhagavad Gita coming from Krishna's lips. So hearing the Bhagavad Gita and constantly holding it in our ears, meaning reading constantly and hearing and remembering, and then try to implement all those things. That is what is the real decoration of our ears, right? And most importantly for us, this flute sound is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Krishna, through this sound, actually inviting all of us, like Krishna attracts and invite everyone, join me, by playing that flute. So through this holy name, Krishna is inviting all of us, come and join. Prabhupada says, if you chant Hare Krishna mantra, then it can take you to join the party, Radha Krishna party, like that in the Golok Vrindavan. So this is Krishna's flute, Venu Madhuri, and finally Krishna's Prema Madhuri. So much love that he expresses. And love is not only just with the gopis, but with everyone. It is with the friends also. It is with the Vatsalya devotees also. And of course, epitome of that is to the gopis. So Brahmaji, when he comes after Brahma Bhimavan Leela, so Brahmaji is wondering like, oh my God, because he understood now Krishna is Supreme Lord. And then he was glorifying Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda Mai, and all these Brajvasis and his friends in different verses. That how fortunate these Brajvasis and all these different devotees are, that Krishna is directly there with them personally. Aho bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Brajokasham, Yan Mitram Paramanandam, Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. So he is glorifying Nanda Gopa Brajokasham. The Nanda Maharaj, what a good fortune. Aho bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Brajokasham. How greatly fortunate are Nanda Maharaj, the cowherd man, and all other inhabitants of Brajbhumi. There is no limit to their good fortune, because Yan Mitram Paramanandam, the Supreme Lord, who is Purna Brahma Sanatanam, who is the Supreme Absolute Truth, he has become Mitram. He has become their friend now. The source of transcendental bliss, the eternal Supreme Brahman, has become their friend. So, that is Krishna's love. He is the Supreme Lord, but he is treating them like their friend. In the Vatsalya also, in the Damodar Leela, this verse comes. Shukadeva Goswami explains, Nemam virancho na bhavo, na shri rabi anga samshraya, prashadam lebire gopi, yattat prapami muktidad. So it is here the gopi. Who is this gopi? Yashoda Mai. Yashoda Mai's good fortune has been described. But they are saying, Nemam virincho na bhavo, na imam, nor Brahmaji, not Lord Shiva, even the goddess of fortune, na Shrir, api anga samshraya, who is always the better half of the Supreme Lord, can obtain from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the deliverer from the material world, such mercy, prashadam lebhire gopi. This prashad, this mercy, this gopi has got. Yashoda Mai, nobody can get that mercy. Even Brahmaji, Shiva, Lakshmiji, it is not available for anyone. That mercy which Krishna is giving to this gopi, Yashoda Mai. Right. And then Brahmaji, look at, not Brahmaji, but this is like previous verse, famous verse. Ittam sadam brahma sukhanubhutya dashyam gadanam paradevatena maya shritanam nardarkhena sakam brijrahu krat punya punja. So it is said that look at these friends, how much punya they have done. It is not possible that Krishna has become their friend. Sakam Raju, Krit Punya Punja. They have accumulated so much punya probably that Krishna has become their friend. So Krishna is bestowing so much love. His prema madhuri. So everybody is just bewildered. They're comparing who can get such mercy. And the last verse for today's we discuss is the gopis. Gopis' love for Krishna is so much so that Krishna says this verse saying that your love is so much that I feel indebted. I can't repay back your love. Napareham nirvadya samyujam Sasadu krityam vibudayu sapyava Yama bhajan durjana geha sukray Sambrashya tadya pratiyadu sadhuna. Krishna is saying, I am not able to repay my debt for your spotless service, even within a lifetime of Brahma. Your connection with me is beyond reproach. You have worshipped me, cutting off all domestic ties which are difficult to break. Therefore, please let your own glorious deeds be your compensation. Krishna is saying, I can't repay back. So much love. You have given everything. Your family, husbands, kids. So I can't repay back. Like that. So these are 4 special qualities and just briefly we discussed. So Rupa Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Venu Madhuri and Prema Madhuri. So that makes Krishna very, very special. And Janma Karma Chame Divyam Evam Yoveti Tattvada Krishna Janma Karma. So tomorrow is Krishna's birthday. Janmashtami will all be celebrating. So we should just meditate. Remember that Krishna loves us so much, as Prabhupada explains. That nobody can love us that much in this world. And in fact, we also love Krishna so much that we cannot love anybody else in our original pure state of consciousness. We think, oh, I love my family, my kids, my husband, my wife, or anyone for that matter. But our original love is only for Krishna. Only thing it is covered at this point. So the whole process of Krishna consciousness is to uncover these layers of contamination, and then we start to realize that so much love we have for Krishna. It is dormant. Prabhupada says that Krishna Prema is already dormant in our heart. We have to just reawaken it. The process of reawakening this dormant love for Krishna is the sound vibration. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we are so grateful, eternally indebted to Srila Prabhupada that Prabhupada has given us this process. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us this Mahamantra and Prabhupada has hand delivered to us. Right? And just by chanting this Mahamantra, reading Prabhupada books, hearing all those pastimes, we can reawaken this dormant love for Krishna. And that should be the meditation on this festival, that how we can bring Krishna into our life. It's very, very important because most of the time, we just get so caught up and so lost into so many services that we forget to even think. So we should meditate, we should read some of those chapters from the 10th canto or maybe Krishna book, something like that. And not only just on this day, but as Prabhupada in one place he says that every day is Janmashtami. So we should think like every day we should meditate on Krishna. There will be difficulties. We can learn from Krishna's pastimes, like how Krishna came in the jail, Vasudeva and Devaki. So before Vasudeva and Devaki could have Krishna into their life, they had to go through a lot. Their 6 children were killed, brutally smashed by Kamsa. So Krishna is teaching that if you really want me in your life, just be ready for all the calamities in your life. It's not going to be an easy thing to bring Krishna in life, but one should be ready. If somebody is sincerely interested, seriously interested, then we should be mentally prepared that, okay, I have to go through a lot in my life. And even after Krishna also comes, then we think, okay, now life is peaceful, life will be peaceful. But then Krishna is teaching, like before Krishna came to Vrindavan, Vrindavan was a peaceful place. But as soon as Krishna came, then all the demons started coming to Vrindavan and attacking Vrindavan. So first, to bring Krishna into our life, we have to go through a lot. Once Krishna comes into our life, like Krishna has already come into our life through his holy name, don't imagine not expect that, okay, now life should be peaceful. A lot of demons will come to attack. And we keep discussing a lot of demons. All this lust, anger, greed, jealousy, ego. So all these demons, they just surface up, rises up, come and attack on Krishna, who has come into our life. So sometimes, our mind tricks us. Hey, what is this? I don't want to be here. And like that, then all demons are attacking, trying to take Krishna away, trying to kill Krishna. So through all these pastimes, Krishna is teaching that, yes, you cannot expect those material calamities to avoid. We cannot avoid material calamities in this material world. Prabhupada gives the example of like if you go to the salt mine or coal mine. Now all around there is salt only in the salt mine, or the coal, it is all black only. You can't expect that, oh, I can be in this coal mine and remain very pure white like that. No, there will be. So like Krishna has labeled this material world as Dugalyam. There will be problems, there will be challenges, there will be difficulties. But despite all of that, how we can remain Krishna conscious? So Krishna is saying that be prepared. You have to go through a lot. Right? The only thing is, Krishna has given us the solution also. This Krishna Katha. Just by hearing Krishna Katha, Haratong Tapam, all the distress, calamities, challenges will be taken care, and then Bhagwan Vishate Hridi, we just continue to hear, read, and then with that process, Krishna will manifest into our heart shortly. Okay, these are some of the thoughts on this occasion of Janmashtami. I'll stop here unless anybody has any quick question or any comment. Okay. जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्री कृष्ण जन्माष्टमी महामहोत्सव की जय, विश्व गुरु शील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल।